Hey guys, good evening and thanks for joining. So in the last class, we discussed about ITL process and also NIST framework. And we have started application security. In that application security, first topic is the STLC life cycle. So I started STLC life cycle and also I'm comparing STLC life cycle with the secure STLC life cycle. So as I said, prior to 2018, so at the time of testing only, we have to take care of the pen test. But nowadays, hackers, they are using different types of hacking technologies. So that is the reason in the proactive way of approach at the time of design, at the time of development, at the time of testing itself, we have to go and we have to identify the vulnerabilities or security issues or security risk, and we have to fix those issues possible within the same release itself. Okay. So that is the reason we are following this particular process in the secure STLC life cycle. In secure STLC life cycle, so each and every phase, what exactly we will do. First one is requirement phase. So I'm not discussing about general STLC life cycle. So I'm discussing about secure STLC life cycle. In the requirement phase, our sorry guys, our security team, they will go and they will verify and they will understand the requirement. What our feature, our project, our mobile, our product, our application, or maybe cloud, or maybe IoT, or cryptocurrency, or blockchain, whatever it may be. So even security team also, they will understand what is the exact requirement they are going to deliver in the so and so release. So that is called requirement phase. Security team will understand the requirement, what our feature we are going to deliver. So that is applicable to, as I mentioned, application level, product level, or mobile, or IoT, and so on. In the design level, what security team will do? So they will take care of threat modeling. So threat modeling meaning here, whatever software architect team, they are designing a flow diagram, end-to-end flow diagram for the application feature, or product feature, or mobile feature, or maybe IoT feature. So they will understand that flow diagram. And after understand that particular flow diagram, so as per Microsoft Stride process, okay. So it's very, very popular one. Most of the organizations, 99% of the organizations, they will follow this one only. Microsoft Stride process, they will follow. So what means Stride here? So S means spoofing. So spoofing meaning here impersonating other user. We discussed already. Next one is tampering. Any changes for the existing configuration, like add or delete or modify or update and so on. So next one is reputation. So reputation means meaning here actions. Actions of the tracking wise. So whenever something it's happened, so what is the traceability? Who has done what? So identification wise. So that's called reputation. Traceability. And also tracking purpose, we will use this one. Next one is information disclosure. So nothing but any data leak. Next one is denial of service. Any availability issues like outage or performance related issues. Elevation of privilege. So getting higher level access. According to this one, after designing the software architect team, we have to sit with them like a product owners or software design team. So we have to think about spoofing wise, tampering wise, reputation wise, okay, information disclosure wise, denial of service wise, and elevation of privilege wise. Is there any loopholes are existing? Is there any vulnerabilities are existing? In case if the vulnerabilities are existing, then we have to go on, we have to raise a ticket for fixing those vulnerabilities what are we identify in the threat modeling session. So that is about design level. Next one is a development level. So development level, we will take care of security point of view. There are two different types of scans. One is SAST. So full form is static application security testing. Okay. So this static application security testing is also called SEA, static composition analysis. Static composition analysis, meaning here, whatever developers they are developing the code, we have to use couple of tools. We have to run against WASP top 10. So we no need to run, just we have to use the tool, and tool will run automatically against WASP top 10. Okay. After that, it will generate the report in the different types of formats. One is HTML format, one is CSV format, one is Excel format, one is PDF format. So then we have to generate those reports. Then we have to go and we have to raise a ticket in the Jira ticketing tool. Then appropriate development team, they will go and they will fix the issues. So this is basically code scanning, static application security testing, static. Static meaning here, application will not change. Code also will not change. We are scanning the code. Static means code here. Code scanning. What are the different types of tools we will use for code scanning? Example tools are, first one is the checkmarks. Next one is Veracode. Next one is HP45. Next one is IBM App Scan. Okay. OASP job. Okay. These are all a couple of tools. Covertify. So these are all the tools. So these tools, okay, so we have to take the developer whatever develop the code, and we have to go to these tools and we have to run the scan. Okay, so automatically tool will run against WASP top 10. Whenever we are scanning the scan, it will run against WASP top 10. And report will be generated in the HTML format or CSV format or Excel format or PDF format. We have to generate those reports. And after that, respect to development team, they will go and they'll fix those issues. So that is one of the portion of the development level. So second scan also we will do. Those scans we can call TPS scans. So TPS full form is third party software. So third party software. So whenever we are referring third party software, so if we are using third party, not inbuilt, okay, so software. So there are two different types of third party softwares we will use. One is open source. Second one is commercial. So examples of the open source and commercial TPS softwares are Oracle. Yesterday we discussed Oracle, Java, Apache, Tomcat, Angular, okay, OpenJDK, Spring Boot framework, Node.js. So all these are some of the examples. There are so many: Python, PowerShell, and so on. OpenSSL. All these are third-party softwares. These application developers, they will go and they will download. These are all the different types of open source third-party softwares, and they will do customization and they will develop our applications. So this is combination of both open source and also commercial. Commercial meaning here we have to pay money. So example, all these are completely open source, and commercial also we have. Those commercials are RabbitMQ, RMQ, NGI, NX, Nignix, Kibana, okay, HSM, Key Vault, PostgreSQL database, SQL database, okay. So MySQL, GridGain, Couchbase. So these are a couple of commercial softwares. These example couple of things only. There are so many. We have more than 10,000 also. But whatever applications we are developing, according to that one, we can go and we can just download and we can use that package or repo in our applications after doing the customization. Who will do all these things? Application development team. So second scan, what we have to do? TPS scan. For TPS scan also, we have couple of tools are available in the market. TPS scanning tools are, example, byte source, block duck. Okay, so these are all two very famous tools. It will run against signature based vulnerabilities and also latest stable release version. So all these tools, white source or block duck, it will run against latest stable release version. Okay, so whatever latest stable TPS versions are there, against it will run. In case if you are using old or legacy related softwares, automatically white source and block duck, it will generate the vulnerabilities list. So we are using outdated version and latest one is this one. Now we have to raise Jira tickets. So it will run against latest stable TPS versions. So latest stable TPS version it will run, and in case if it is not matching automatically, so that vulnerabilities it will throw in the dashboard of the block duck or white source. These are all the tools. So these are all the tools on the code scanning side. So then we have to generate the report same as it is whatever we discussed part of SAST. Then we have to go and we have to raise the tickets in the ticketing tool. Okay. So with respect to application development team, they will go and they will fix those issues. So that is about to development level. Development level, we will run the two different types of scans. One is SAST, second one TPS. Next one is testing level.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, here this Java, these are our tools. We have to develop that code, right? In this.
There is no need to develop the code. We have to ask the developer to provide the code, and we have to take the code, and we have to run the scan. We no need
Yes,
to develop the code.
Only developers can will develop the code, whatever it is for features, whatever it is. Developer will develop the code.
Yes, correct.
But what about this against to OS top? I did not understand. Can you explain once?
After developers developing the code, we have to ask the developer, please provide the code. They will provide the code in the file. So take that file, go to these tools, import that file in this tool, and run the scan. That's all. So once you are running the scan, automatically results will be outed. I mean, results will be generated. So whatever developers they are developing the code, either you can ask the files, whatever they are developing the code in the form of .txt file or .dll file or .csv file or .excel file and so on. It's a millions of the code, basically lines. So that may be integer or character or string or array and so on. So whatever developer they are giving the code, you can download that code in the file that may be zip or 7-zip or maybe Excel file and so on. Take that files and go to these tools and run against these tools. So you have to import that file like Wireshark, same as it is. So Wireshark, how we are importing the file, same as it is. We have to import that file in these tools and automatically it will run against OS top 10. We no need to run against anything. Tool will take care of everything. So what a backend detection method is? Against OS top 10. EDR example we discussed. So EDR backend detection methods are signature based and also machine learning capability, hash value method, sandboxing environment, heuristic approach. Okay. So these are all the couple of detection methods. In this similar way, so for code scanning also, detection methods are OS top 10 basic. So whatever OS top 10 attacks are there, those plugins, it will act as signature in these tools. Whenever we are importing the file, whatever developers they are developing the code, so it will go and it will see, is there any SQL injection type of security vulnerabilities are existing? Whatever developer developing the code, is there any cross-site script related attacks are existing? Is there any null related attacks are existing? is there any buffer overflow related attacks are existing? It will run automatically. We no need to run anything. Just we have to import the file and give save button and run the scan. That's it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Here the developer will send in the form of files, right?
Yes.
Then is it possible to take that hash value and it is
Hash value. Why hash value? We are not
because
discussing any malware category of the attacks here. We are discussing about only code scanning. C program, C++ program, Java program, .NET or ASP or Golang. These are all the different types of programming languages. We are not scanning any malware category of the attacks or phishing email category of the attacks. We are discussing about only code scanning. So maybe example, one of the application developer developed maybe used maybe 100K related lines. So example functions or characters or arrays or data structures. Okay, so oops concept and so on. That entire thing they will generate in one of the file. Take that file and import that file here. We are not running against malware scanning. We are not running against flooding category scanning. We are not running against spoofing category of the scanning. So this is application code scan. Application code related issues are OWASP top 10. So these two tools has a inbuilt plugin IDs. Automatically, whatever OWASP top 10 category of the attacks are there, it will check each and every line of the code, whatever developer they developed. In case is there any issues are existing, automatically report will be generated. It will not run malware. It will not run it will not run spoofing or flooding or poisoning category of the attacks or authentication failure category. Only application category of the attacks only it will check it. Is it clear?
yes, sir. For only for coding purpose only, it will.
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
only for code scan only. That's what is it. Only code scanning tool only. It not malware scanning tool. It is not phishing email scanning tool. It is not spoofing. It is not flooding. It is not authentication fail. Only code scan. When you say code scan here, so basically developer whatever they develop the code. Application development or product development or mobile development.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking what the developer will send in the form of files, right? Then I'm thinking like, is it possible to hash value method
No, no,
or
no, no.
detection
That
method?
is different. No, 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 no.
Yes, sir. Now I got it clear, sir.
Yeah. Thanks. So that is about development level. In testing level, so what exactly we will do? We will do security testing. Okay. So security testing side, there are three different types of testing we will do. One is black box penetration testing. Second one is gray box. Third one is white box. So similar things we discussed already part of very beginning. So gray hat hackers, white hat hackers, okay, black hat hackers. So black hat hackers like a completely criminals. Very beginning class we discussed about white hat hackers, gray hat hackers, and also black hat hackers. Black hat hackers like a criminals, they have full-fledged knowledge on how to hack the system or how to hack database or how to hack server and so on. So black box penetration testing almost equivalent to hackers only. Okay. So that means whoever is doing the pen test, they should have the skills of hacking. Okay. So 99% of the cases, we will not do black box penetration testing and also will not do gray box penetration testing. We will do only white box penetration testing only. If everybody is aware of black box penetration testing, we will also become like a hackers. Okay. In the black box penetration, I will give practical example, then you will come to know. So in the black box penetration testing, we can provide a limited information related to application or server or database or mobile or IoT or product. So now these pen testers or security testing team, they have to go and they have to hack entire application and they have to identify the vulnerabilities list. Example, take facebook.com or maybe google.com or maybe gmail.com itself. So let's start with Facebook. Let me think 1 second. So example, facebook.com. So now only we will provide this URL link, limited information only. For block box penetration tester, we will provide only URL link. What is the URL link in this scenario? What is the URL link in this scenario? What is the URL link in this scenario?
Facebook.com.
https://www.facebook.com.
Yes, sir.
Now, as a pen tester, you can go and you can create your own account. And in this Facebook account, is there any OS top 10 category of the attacks are existing? Okay. So here we are not giving any admin access. So like a admin username and password. So attacker itself, they have to create their own account and they have to go and they have to try to completely hack this system. So that is called white box. Okay. Sorry, block box. That is called block box. Coming back to white box. White box scenario, we will provide URL link. Along with this URL link, even we can go and we can provide the admin URL link. Admin, nothing but admin username, like email address or password. So in your Facebook account, do you have user access or admin access? In your Facebook account, do you have admin access or user access?
User access.
Exactly, user access. Admin access, who has the admin access of Facebook? Who has the admin access of Facebook?
Development team.
Which development team?
Application.
Which application? Application development team. Which application development team?
Facebook.
Exactly, that's correct. Facebook development team has admin access, not you, me, or public. So now, white box penetration tester, they will ask, can you go and create one dummy account, and that should have the admin access. Now we have to go and we have to create one of the admin account for temporary. Whenever, how many days it will take pen test? Maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. Most of the cases they will do 2 weeks. So now we have to provide the admin email address and also password. Now white box penetration tester, they will log into the application and they will go and they will verify against voice top 10. So that is called white box. In the white box side, what is the information we are providing here? Full-fledged information. In the block box side, we are providing only limited information. In the white box side, what we are doing? We are providing full-fledged admin level of the access to the pen testers. Okay. So that is application level. If it is user level, okay, sorry, server level. So example, maybe, okay, so I will go to RDP, remote desktop. Here we have to give the only IP address of the server to the block box penetration tester. This is on the application side. Give me 1 second. So application side, limited information of URL link only. URL link along with admin access. This on the application side. Next one is server side. In the server side, we have to provide only IP address of the server. Now, as a block box penetration tester, you have to log into the server. You have to do the brute force attack. Then you have to compromise this server. Then you have to do the adding of the user, deleting of the user, or modifying the user, or changing of the couple of partitions and files and so on. Okay, we are not providing any full-fledged information in this scenario. Once again, limited information of the server only, that's all. On the white box side, anyone can guess? On the white box side, what we will do? On the white box side, if it is
Domain
server
names.
pen test, IP address along with that one, along with that one, along with that one,
User access.
not user access,
Username.
admin access. Admin access of the server. So admin username and admin password. If you are giving the user, they cannot do full-fledged pen test. User doesn't have the full-fledged related, okay, so access basically. Only admin has everything. They can go and they can see everything. Is there any loopholes are existing? So that is on the server side. If it is a mobile side, so just only we can provide IP address of the mobile, same thing. Here we can provide, so IP address along with admin username and password, same as it is. So if you are providing full-fledged information and doing the pen test, that is called white box. So if you are providing limited information and you're doing the pen test, that is called black box. Then what is gray box? What is gray box? Anyone? What is gray box?
It is
Limited information here, partial information, not full-fledged information, not limited information. In between these two, in between black box and in between white box, if you are providing the information, that is called gray box. Basically, we will not do gray box and also we will not do black box. So partial information. Maybe in this scenario, okay, so URL link along with username and password of the user account, not admin account. So here also IP address along with the username and password of the user account, not admin username and password. Same thing here also applicable. So most of the cases, black box and gray box we will not do. 99% of the cases we will do white box pen test only. Why? Because we have to log into the application with the admin username and password, and we have to see is there any vulnerabilities are existing related to WASP top 10 category of the attacks. Same thing if it is server, we have to log into server with admin username and password, and we have to go to the each and every path, okay, files, partitions, so ciphers, cryptographic controls, encryptions, everything we have to verify. So is there any vulnerabilities are existing? Same thing is applicable to mobile as well. So black box, gray box, and white box. Black box almost equivalent to hacker only. Okay. So nothing but this one of the application we will provide. So then you have to hack this particular system. Not only just hacking, even we can go and we can identify the issues list also. Is there any loopholes are there? Example, couple of times in the newspapers, we will see so and so company rewarded or awarded so much of money to the so and so candidate. So that is called bug bounty program. Couple of times in the newspaper, we will see so Microsoft company or Google company or AT&T company or Facebook company, so Cisco company. So these companies awarded or rewarded one of the bug are identified in the application level, or one of the bug is identified in the product level. One of the bug is identified in the application level or maybe mobile level. Okay, so they will open to everybody. You can prove yourself you have really technical skills and identify the bug or issue or vulnerability or security related issue. Then you can report that issue to me. For that one, I'll pay some money to you. So these companies will give challenge to everybody all over the worldwide. So that particular program is called as a bug bounty program. This is not only applicable to developers or testers. This is applicable to even security team also. Example, maybe now you can go and you can identify security wise, is there any issues existing in the facebook.com. Now you can go to bug bounty website. So register here. Okay. Register here and you can post here whatever bug you identified. Okay. So you can go and you can register here and whatever issue identified. So under this one, so there are so many companies will list. So example, as I said, Facebook or Google or Microsoft and so on. Whenever you are submitting so on so bug in this particular bug bounty website, that request will go to the so and so company. If it is a Facebook, that submission will go to Facebook. If it's a Microsoft related website, Microsoft, it will go to Microsoft. If it is Google, it will go to Google company. Now, respect to companies, they will go and they will verify whatever issue is reported, whether really it's existing or not. If really that is existing, then for that particular issue, whatever you identified, or developers identified, or security team is identified, or testers identified, for that one, they will go and they will give some money as the reward. So couple of times we will see these are the news in the newspapers also. I think last year in 2022, around August or September or maybe July month, one of the Punjabi girl, she reported one of the bug in the Microsoft related website. Not on the security point of view, from development point of view. From development point of view, she identified one of the bug in the Microsoft related portal. For that one, I think 46 lakhs or something like that, they given some of the award to that Punjabi girl. So these are all things couple of times you'll see in the newspaper also. Now onwards, just you can go and you can verify. So these things we can see newspapers. Okay, that is called bug bounty program. So that is okay. Black box almost equivalent to hacker only. We have to go and we have to identify. That is the reason almost 99% of the case we'll do white box pen test only. So what are pen test we are doing or security test we are doing? There are two different types of testings here. One is called manual pen test, types of pen test. Manual pen test. Second one is, what is second one? What is second one?
Automated.
Yes, automated. So manual pen test, just as I said, everything you have to do to manual way only. Log into the application and go to the each and every tab. Example in the Facebook itself. So log into the application, go to the each and every tab. That may home tab or notification tab or may alerts tab or maybe okay. There are so many tabs we can see, right? So even left hand side also we can see so many tabs. So go to the each and every tab with the manual way. You can go and you can verify whether SQL injection attack is existing. Whether okay, I will show that one also. So this is the OS top 10 2021. Broken access control, cryptographic failures, injection fly attack, insecure design, security misconfiguration, vulnerability and outdated components, identification authentication failures, software and data integrity failures, security log and monitoring, server-side request forgery, SSRF attack. So these attacks only after launching the application, we have to go and we have to verify. Okay. So that is completely manual way. Okay. So second one is automated way of pen test. Automated way of pen test. For this one, couple of tools we will use. Example, everything in manual way. Automated side will use couple of tools. Example, burp suite, Kali Linux, Metasploit, the Juice Shop, Postman, OS Job. So these are the couple of tools we will use. These tools we will open and we will run against application and we'll identify the vulnerabilities list. Which one is difficult out of these two? Which one is difficult out of these two? Manual or automated way?
Manual.
Exactly. Manual way is very difficult. Same thing is
Sir, here
applicable to testing tools also. Yes, please.
Here a manual means for each and every code, every line we have to debug, right? What, sir?
No, we have to go on. We have to example. If are opening facebook.com. So example notification tab, you have to click on that notification tab and you have to go and you have to see from the development side. If are going to here example under more tools and developer tools. Okay, after opening the application, example here, okay, I'll open Google. Otherwise, I'll open directly Facebook itself. So go to here and go to more tools and click on developer tools. Once you are clicking on developer tools, then here we'll come to know what are the different types of programming elements they are using. You can see programming language, whatever they are using. It will not expose everything. It will not expose everything. Okay, so in this one, okay. So next one is layout, event. Okay, so next one DOM based. Okay, DOM is one of the Java based iframe properties, everything we have to go and we have to verify in the security point of view. Security point of view. So that is on the element side. In the similar console side, So you can see here self XSS. Self XXS meaning here. So cross-site scripting attack. Cross-site scripting attack. So this is a browser feature intended for developers. If someone told you to copy and paste something here to enable Facebook feature and hack someone account, it is a scam and will go to the access to your Facebook account. If anybody attacker is trying to do couple of copy and pasting of the URL links, they are trying to do something. Okay. So these cross-site scripting type of attacks will appear, but that is a false positive. Here they are giving warning also. They are giving warning also. Don't trust these type of things. Okay. So sources. So under the sources, we have so many. Okay. So development related codes will be there. So everything we have to verify basically. Network side, is there any latency? So those things we have to verify. So in such a way, we have to open the application. After opening the application, click to home page, notification page. Everywhere you have to change the tabs basically. And you have to verify the WASP top 10 category of the attacks. So for this one, you should require minimum programming language also. That's why it's better you can go to first cybersecurity SOC operations. After getting 1 year of experience, then you can switch over to security testing or cloud security or product security or cryptocurrency security or IoT security and so on. Why? Because cybersecurity, it will give basic knowledge of end-to-end everything. Okay. First, straight away, you are going for pen test and so on. You'll feel very complicated and complex, and cracking the interview is also very difficult without knowing the basics. So that is about, okay, so testing tools. Here, this automated testing also called it DAST. DAST. What is SAST? What is SAST? What is SAST? What is SAST?
Static application security test.
Exactly. So on the dash side, dynamic application security testing. So static means, so couple of times they'll ask this one also, not for you guys. If pen testers, if they are going for the interview, they will ask what is the difference between SAST and DAST? SAST is completely code scanning. It will not change from one location to another location. But DAST otherwise completely dynamic in nature. So if you are moving the cursor, example, I'm clicking on Gmail, then Gmail will open. I'm clicking on inbox, then inbox related issues will come. I'm clicking on spam related. I'm clicking on snooze related. So everywhere this dynamically, this email is changing, right? This is called DAST. So using tools, we can go and we can verify the dynamic application security behavior. That is called DAST. Okay. So that is about overall. Once everything, after identifying the pen test, we have to go and we have to raise a Jira tickets once again. So far in the design level, we are raising the pen test, sorry, here. Design level, we are raising the issues, security related issues. Development level issues, we are raising. Testing level also, we are raising the issues. Okay. All these issues, whenever if you are identify critical or high or medium or low, you can fix in the current release itself. In the design itself, we are going and we are identifying the issues. In the development itself, we are going and we are identifying the last, not in the last phase, in the testing phase. So that's why in the current release, example, maybe one of the application feature, yesterday we were discussing about WhatsApp audio call record. So that project we want to deliver in the Q1 2023. So Q1 2023, that is application feature of WhatsApp audio call recorder. So Q1 2023 means from where to where? Which month to which month? Which month to which month? Which month to which month?
Jan to April.
Jan to March.
March.
Jan to March is Q1, guys. How many quarters per year?
4.
Yeah. Jan to March is Q1. Okay, so April to June is Q2. July to September is Q3. October to December is Q4. Yeah. So example, WhatsApp audio call record, WhatsApp company, they want to release in the Q1 itself. Nothing but by March 31st, they want to release. So in that particular scenario, in the requirement itself, January 1st week itself, they will go and they will identify the requirement. So in the design itself, so they will start January 2nd week also. So once that January 2nd week, they will complete the software architecture diagram. Now we have to go and sit with the software architect team. On security side, we have to go and we have to fix the issues. So in January 2nd week itself, we are doing threat modeling. So requirement phase, design phase, development phase, testing phase, release phase. So the release phase is March 31st. Okay. So requirement is gathering January 1st. So this is the deliverable. So this particular deliverable time, WhatsApp company has to deliver the project WhatsApp audio call recorder. So in the requirement, January 1st week, they will complete. Actually, they will complete in December month itself proactively. Design, they will complete January 2nd week. After completing this design, now threat modeling also we have to complete same week itself from security point of view. So security bugs or issues we'll identify here or vulnerabilities. Now we'll raise the Jira tickets. So when this is happening in January 2nd week, January 2nd week itself, we identified the issues now. So now how many days, how many weeks are pending now? This is January 2nd week. Remaining how many weeks are pending? Up to March 31st meaning here.
10 weeks.
10 weeks, excellent, 10 weeks. Because every month has a 4 weeks, 4 into 3, 12 weeks. 2 weeks are over, remaining 10 weeks will be there. So in the 10 weeks, whatever issues we identified in the security point of view, they'll fix in the same release. Why we have to wait for the quarter to release? Development also same thing. Maybe they will complete development Jan 30th. So we will raise ST scans and also we'll run TPS scans. So then we will identify the couple of bugs or issues. Now we'll raise the Jira tickets. So now we have another 2 months are there. In that particular 2 months, whatever issues we identified, now development team, they'll go and they'll fix the same release before March 31st. Otherwise, what will happen if you don't fix all these issues in the current release itself, and if you're releasing to the public, public means even attacker also can hack it, attacker also can use it, attacker can identify those loopholes, and he will hack that particular application or server or database or cloud or mobile or product and so on. So that is the reason in secure SDLC lifecycle, initial phase onwards, even we have to think about security as well. This concept is implemented in 2018 onwards only. Prior to that one, we are not at all thinking threat modeling, SSD scan, TPS scans, all these, not at all. Only we are thinking testing level pen test, that's it. So pen test, maybe it will happen in the example March 2nd week or 3rd week. When these developers, they'll go and they'll fix within 2 weeks of the time, whether they have sufficient time is there or not to fix those issues, no. Without fixing the issues, they will release to the public. This is prior to 2018, whatever I am discussing now. So that is the reason these concepts are introduced from 2018 onwards. So once everything is successful, final thing is release. So here in the release side, so security sign-up has to complete. Meaning from security side, we don't have any issues. Attacker cannot hack our systems. So attacker cannot compromise our applications or databases or servers or mobile or product and so on. We are giving guarantee. Then you can release to the public. Now WhatsApp company, they will go and they will release to the public. So this entire process, we can call it as secure SDLC lifecycle. Okay. So that is the first part. Nobody will ask anything from the security point of view. Just for your understanding purpose only, I'm giving this much in-depth analysis. They'll ask what is meant by SDLC lifecycle. That's it. Second one is WAF. Okay, sorry guys. WAF. So WAF full form is anyone? What is WAF full form?
Web application
Web application firewall.
Exactly. So what is the difference between web application firewall and next generation firewall? Anyone? What is the difference between next generation firewall and web application firewall? Can you guess?
Web application firewall is in between of proxy and next generation firewall.
Okay, that is deployment side, but it's not a main difference. Main difference.
Next generation firewall has artificial intelligence and machine learning capability, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, even WAP also has both. Even WAP also will do same thing.
I'm in the driving actually, RK. Just shuffle the question to somebody else. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
WAF is used to block the URLs, and next
Okay.
generation firewall is used to up IP addresses.
Not exactly. WAF, okay, web application firewall, it will prevent. Already we provided long back. You are not reading all these definitions.
Next generation firewall monitoring the inbound and outbound traffics.
Okay. Okay.
But web application firewall prevent and blocking the application. Something.
Okay. So yeah, I will give you the definition. So you can go and read all these guys. Here I provided full list in the definition to very first, I think second class or third class. Please go and read all these. So web application firewall. Web application firewall, it will block against WASP top 10 category of the attacks as per OS layer dedicated to layer number 7. On the other hand, next generation firewall, it will prevent all the attacks from layer number 1 to layer number 7. That means how many layers we have? Total 7 layers as per OSI. So, but it will not the full-fledged layer number 7 attacks mitigation, but partial thing it will do. So next generation firewall, it will block all the attacks from layer number 1 to layer number 7 in the voice layer approach. Okay. On the web application firewall side, it will block dedicated to layer number 7 attacks only. Nothing but application layer attacks only. So that is the main difference. Yes, you are right. So next generation firewall will monitor inbound traffic and outbound traffic based on the policies or based on the actions what are we defined. Either it will block or allow or deny the traffic. So web application firewall, it will prevent against all the layer number 7 attacks, nothing but WASP top 10 category of the attacks. That is the main difference. WAF is a subset of next generation firewall. WAF is subset of next generation firewall or not? Did we see security profile can be configured in the next generation firewall or not? Okay, go back to our next generation firewall topic. So here you can see WAF, security profile, antivirus, URL filtering, DNS filtering, file blocking, proxy, voice over IP, Wi-Fi, app control, SLSS infection, IPS IDS, WAF. So WAF now is a subset of next generation firewall, but it will not do full-fledged whatever dedicated WAF is doing, but at least it will do 70% of the whatever dedicated WAF is doing. So now which one is great, next generation firewall or web application firewall?
Next generation.
Next
firewall.
generation.
Exactly. So that is the main difference, guys. This is what you have to say. So in such a way, they will ask what is the difference between firewall and proxy, firewall and next generation, sorry, firewall and NADS, NAPS, and proxy and web application firewall, and the NADS, NAPS, and web application firewall. So they will ask in the different ways also. So WAF, it will prevent against layer number 7 attacks. Nothing but application layer. As per OS layers. And also it will block OS top 10 category of the attacks. Nothing but that is application layer attacks only. So that is application layer attacks only. It will block all the layer number 7 attacks. So those layer number 7 attacks also called as OS top 10 category of the attacks. Now, so as we discussed in the ADR, DLP, encryption, HDS, HAPS, next generation firewall, proxy, and also NADS, NAPS, in the similar email gateway, same thing we can go and we can discuss about licensing, design, deployment, implementation, and what are the policies we have to configure, and what are the backend detection methods. Finally, what are the tools are available in the market. So first one is licensing. So licensing is depending on first factor is number of end users. Second factor is total number of applications because it's application firewall. Next one, total number of sessions. Fourth one is total number of concurrent sessions. Next one is total number, application throughput or bandwidth. Throughput means how much consuming, it is consuming bandwidth whenever the users are accessing. Based on these parameters, now we can go and we can choose the suitable model number of the web application firewall. Okay, so that is the licensing option. Next one is implementation or deployment. So the deployment name is called as inline method or promiscuous mode. So inline method or promiscuous mode, meaning here we have to connect in parallel, not in parallel. So we have to see here as per network architecture diagram in the DMZ zone, one of the connection we are giving to, okay, so web application firewall, one of the connection is giving to non-critical server, one of the connection we are giving to email gateway. So basically that WAF is in parallel to firewall, guys, in parallel to firewall. In between proxy and also in between ISP router, in between proxy and ISP router. Okay. In the cloud architecture diagram, I think better I will open. You can see this one. So firewall, we are giving this connection doesn't mean that, okay, so this one will, it will be like that. So basically this connection will be like this. So for WAF is a parallel to firewall. WAF is a parallel to firewall. That means it is inline in between proxy and ISP router. Whatever traffic is going to firewall, same traffic will go to web application firewall also. This is data center or on-premise network architecture diagram. If it is a cloud, WAF will come here basically, directly. I already told you that time itself. So if it is a cloud architecture, directly WAF will come as a first. After that, firewall will come as a secondary. So if it is an extension, if it is on-site or data center or on-premise level, so it's like a parallel both. So now how we can define this one? In between inline method of promiscuous mode, similar to like a proxy, similar to like a NAPS. What about NADS? What is the deployment method of NADS?
Spanner mirror.
Excellent. Spanner method. What about EDR tool?
Agent and server.
Agents and server. Right. What is our NAPS?
Promiscuous method.
Promiscuous.
Inline method. Not promiscuous.
Yeah, correct. What about firewall?
Inline methods.
Root mode, layer 3 mode.
Root mode or layer 3 mode?
Switch mode or layer 2
Switch
mode.
mode.
Yeah.
High availability.
High availability.
NAT.
Transparent or virtual.
Okay.
Spanner mirror method.
Which one is very popular method?
NAT mode.
NAT mode or layer 3 mode or root mode? Yes, that's perfect. Always you can do this comparison so that you can understand easily. So that is about implementation or deployment. Next one is the security policies. So security policies, what are the different types of policies we have to configure? So we have to configure these policies, guys. Broken access control. Okay. So next one is cryptographic failure. So next one is injection policy. Next one, insecure design. Next one is security misconfigurations. Okay, so all these are top 10 category of the attacks we have to configure basically. So these top 10 policies, not only these top 10 policies, additionally, we have couple of other policies as well. Example, cross-site request forgery, buffer overflow attack, session hijacking, okay, man in the middle attack. So around 15 to 20 policies we have to configure along with these top 10. Okay, so those are all the policies. So what are the policies we have to configure? OS top 10 category of the attacks. Additionally, session hijacking, whether DOS policy, DDoS policy is applicable to application layer or not. DOS policy, DDoS policy is applicable to application layer or not. DOS policy, DDoS attacks applicable to session layer or not. Are you getting what I'm asking? Whether DOS attack will come to application layer or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, DOS attack is not only applicable to transport layer, but also it is applicable to application layer also. That's what I said even when we were discussing about DOS and DDoS attacks. Okay, understood, right?
Because
So,
of service rate, sir.
yeah. So couple of times whenever you are accessing the applications, buffer will happen. So that buffering we have to suspect as a DOS or a DDoS also, but not exactly. Couple of times more number of requests will come, application will become less speed. So it doesn't mean that DOS or DDoS attack it's happened. So DOS policy and DDoS policy we have to write. So in top 10 list, one of the attack is not listed basically. One is buffer overflow attack. And also we have one more attack very famous is called CSRF attack, cross-site request forgery. So these are the couple of policies we have to configure. Now, whenever any attacker is trying to do hacking related to top 10 category of the attacks or maybe session hijacking or DOS or DDoS or buffer overflow or cross-site request forgery, whether this tool will block it automatically, whether tool will block or allow, or maybe it will alert it automatically. Will block or not? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Because
Yes, sir.
in the definition itself, it says that preventing and block.
Preventing, that's
Yeah.
correct. But if your policy is configured, that doesn't mean that it will go and it will block it.
Okay.
We have to think one more thing. What is that? Anyone? Someone said previously.
Detection methods.
Exactly, that's perfect answer. That's what I'm looking. Detection methods. So these detection methods also, what are the detection methods it will support WAF? Anyone?
Common, regular, signature based and machine learning.
Signature based and machine learning.
Exactly. So till 2020, only signature based it is supporting. After 2020 pandemic, whenever it is started, even every WAF vendor is supporting machine learning also. Machine learning and artificial intelligence, I'll put both. So these two we have to, and these are the detection methods. According to these detection methods, either it will allow or block or it will do alert notification. Now,
Sir,
what
here,
are,
sir.
yes, please.
Here a signature method means we the known attacks, right? If we get any attack in future, if similar type of attacks will happen in future, it will automatically block, right? That is signature
Yes.
method.
Yes, correct.
Machine learning or deep learning or artificial intelligence means that is unknown attack, right?
Yes, correct.
If one attack is happened right now, that is it will become under artificial whatever machine learning or deep learning. After getting this attack, this known attack, right?
Yeah, after creating the patch, every vendor, they will become unknown to known. So
Then it
within the 1 or 2 days, not directly same day itself. So now maybe today one of the attack is happened. So maybe that will compromise, maybe it will not get compromised. If it is getting compromised, then what vendor will do, whatever system it is got, application is getting compromised, for that one, they will go and they will create a signature. So think about coronavirus. After coronavirus, everybody got, then only these pharma companies, they went and they created vaccination and medication. Understood? So now this machine learning, if you are implementing, alert notification will come. So that may false positive or it is not happened really, or may true, but something got compromised. For that reason only, we are required to investigate that really false positive and true positive. So couple of times, yes, it will get compromised. Couple of times, it will not get compromised. It depends on what type of incident we are receiving. So this is basically we discuss part of EDR itself. This is not only applicable to our, okay, so web application firewall, even this concept is applicable to our SIM tool also. In SIM tool, that concept we can call UBA, user entity behavioral analytics. Okay, so nothing but machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, along with the data science. Okay.
Yes, sir. Here my exact question is, for example, firstly, that worm attack, worm malware attack is happened. That is the first time. That similar type of attacks means that example is Stuxnet, right? In future, that Stuxnet will happen, then automatically signature method will block.
Yeah, why? Because vendor already they will create a signature and they will update their database on the regular daily basis.
Yeah.
Or weekly basis.
Yes, sir. Yes, coming to first time that worm attacks is coming, it is under, it will under became that machine learning or
yeah, the machine learning only. That's right.
Yes, sir. After getting one of the attack, then similar type of attacks will become under signature method.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is, I'm a little bit confused.
That's correct only. Whatever you said, that's right.
Yes, sir.
Now tools, what are the different types of tools are available? Anyone just can try? What are the tools are available?
CrowdStrike?
No. Akamai is number 1. Barracuda.
F5.
Imperva. Yeah, right. F5. Okay. AWS WAF. Next one is Azure Application Gateway. So Akamai is right now number 1 in the market. And Imperva 2016 to 2021 almost. Imperva is right number 1. And Barracuda also almost. F5 also. And AWS WAF and Azure Application Gateway. So they are not giving that much competition to these products. I'm not sure why these cloud service providers are not focusing on security at all. So I don't know why, what is the reason. I'm suspecting this one from long back. Example, so Amazon Web Services or Microsoft company or Google Cloud or maybe Alibaba or Oracle or IBM and so on. So they are not focusing on security side, full-fledged capability like whatever third-party tools are supporting. Example, I will give a couple of scenarios. So vulnerability scanning side, right now, number 1 tool is Nessus. In the Amazon side, AWS Inspector is there. In the Azure side also, Azure Inspector is there. But whatever Nessus is doing, that much capability is not doing by Amazon Inspector and also Azure Inspector. So functionality wise, very less features are there. In the similar way, example, SIM tool. SIM tool side, IBM QRadar is number 1, Splunk is number 2, Exabeam is number 3, Logarithm is number 4, Mecca is number 5. But coming back to, okay, Amazon said Guard Duty. It's an utter flop, basically. I don't know what is the reason. why Amazon is company is not at all focusing on the SIM tool side of guard duty. Is at least Sentinel, it's okay, well and good. It is giving a lot of competition to know Splunk and also so IBM QRadar, but they are charging more money. So in the similar, Google company not at all focusing on SIM tool and security itself. So in future, what my guess is, these companies, cloud service provider also, they will give more weightage to the security. Now, whatever cloud service providers, WAF or inspectors or vulnerability management tools, or maybe SIM tools and so on. So their R&D team of the cloud service providers, they have to work on this one as a priority and they have to implement. Why? Because now everywhere is a cloud, and so on. So if I'm using Amazon Web Services, why I have to go and I have to use Splunk? If I'm using now, okay, Microsoft Azure, why I have to go and I have to purchase Akamai instead of application gateway of Azure? Why can't these cloud service provider, their R&D team, they will go and they will work on these features and they will give a lot of competition to these products. So definitely this one is going to happen as a revolution. And these companies, cloud service providers, they will give a lot of competition to these products. It will happen very quicker way, maybe within 2 years maximum. Okay. So
but as you said already, that Gartner report is taking some bribe or something. So maybe that is also one of the biggest reason.
that is correct only, but even I validated several times practically. Forget about theoretically, Preeti. So couple of times we tested all these tools with practical POC, proof of concept. Splunk we deployed and Guard Duty we deployed. Splunk is doing 100% correct. Guard Duty is not doing not even 10%. What a Splunk is doing. So that much, okay, disparity is there between, okay, cloud service provider of Guard Duty of SIM tool and also Splunk tool. So not always bribe they will give to the, I mean, at least, okay, so if 10% difference is there, okay, I will agree with you, whatever you said. And Gartner, maybe they are giving, they are taking money and they are making all these tools are a #1 tools as per Gartner later quadrant. But not even 10% disparity is not there, difference is not there. Almost 80 to 70% difference is there. If you are doing practical testing. So they have to work on these tools, features, implementations, and so on. Let's see how it will go in future. So these are all the tools on the web application side, and these tools we have to implement. So that is about WAF. So third topic is cryptography. This one I will discuss tomorrow. So maybe I'll give small introduction tomorrow, otherwise I'll waste time. Cryptography. In the olden days, if you want to communicate two kingdoms or two kings or two countries, what is the process or messenger? In olden days?
Pigeons.
Exactly, pigeons, only pigeons.
So they'll send some persons to their kingdom and
Yeah, so that we can say servant, or what we can say that messenger?
Mediator.
Servant or mediator, yes. We should not say servant, it's wrong word. Mediator, I can say.
Mediator.
Mediator or messenger. So example, pigeons anyway, they cannot read it. Example, they sent one kingdom. Example, we can take maybe Cholas. Chola kingdom, you know, right? Which state Chola is belongs to? Which state it is belongs to Chola? Chola Pandava.
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu, that's correct. What about in Andhra and Telangana?
Sri Krishna.
Sri Krishna Devaraya, right? So what to say that one? Which dynasty? Harihara dynasty or Harihara Raya Bokkaraya? Which dynasty is that? So what
Vijayanagara
happened?
Samrajya.
Yeah, exactly. Vijayanagara Samrajya, that's correct. Sorry. So Vijayanagara Samrajya. So example, maybe Cholavas of Tamil Nadu, they want to send one of the message to Vijayanagara Samrajya. In that scenario, Vijayanagara kingdom, otherwise, they sent one of the mediator. Okay, pigeons, okay, they sent it means they cannot read, okay, because it's a bird, they can't have the reading capability. Maybe they sent mediator. Okay, one of the person basically. So they will give that letter to the mediator. Example, Chola king sent it to the Vijayanagara king. Maybe in between, this mediator maybe is open. Maybe he will read or not. He will read or not.
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes,
what about
sir.
secrecy? Secrecy will go away, right? We cannot trust this mediator messenger. That is obviously a suspicious activity. Now what will happen is some of the coding will be there. Code language will be there. Code language. Okay. In that code language, example, maybe did you see Bommarilla movie?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
forget about movie. Okay. So in between Hasini, not Hasini, what's her name? Siddharth and Genelia. Siddharth and Genelia. So they used to call code language, right? 1 ring, 2
Yes,
ring,
sir.
3 ring, and so on. So same thing here also for Chola side and Vijayanagara side. They have some code language. Code language will be there. Okay. So maybe that logic how they will define. Example A equal to B and B equal to C, C equal to D, then D equal to E equal to F, and so on. Then what Z will become?
A again.
Yeah, A again. Now in this scenario, if we want to write a happy, how we can write? Happy, how we can write?
All yes.
I,
I,
B,
B,
Q, Q,
Q, Q,
Z.
Z or G. That's
Z.
correct. Yeah, Z or Z. So now this one they will give basically, they will encode and they will send it this code language now. They will not send happy. Whether mediator, okay, so if you will open the in between, whether mediator or messenger will understand this language. Whether
No.
mediator will understand this language.
No.
So now what will happen? Chola king, they will develop this code language and through mediator or messenger, he will send it. Then Vijayanagara king will receive. Then he will decode this one to happy. So this is the way how that code language will work. This language is existing from long back. That olden days, whatever they are using this language or logical or mathematical calculation. Now in modern technology terminology, we can call it cryptography. In the software industry or security terminology, whatever we used very olden days, this particular logical thinking or maybe mathematical calculations or cryptographic algorithms, whatever we used in modern technical terminology, we'll call it cryptography. So now how we can define the cryptography? So cryptography is a secure way of communication. Secure way of communication using mathematical calculations and also using cryptography algorithm. So it is a secure way of communication. It will use mathematical calculations and cryptography algorithm. From the attacker point of view, it's very difficult to decrypt that one and he can see it. Okay, so that is called cryptography. So example of cryptography, anyone?
Encryption and decryption.
Exactly, encryption and decryption. So now types of cryptography. There are 3 different types of cryptography technologies we have. One is symmetric. Second one is asymmetric. Third one is, anyone? Can you guess what is third one?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. So quantitative, qualitative, hybrid risk assessment, same way, symmetric, asymmetric, and hybrid. Okay. So tomorrow we can discuss about this one. It's a very, very important. This topic is very, very important topic. almost all the interviews we can expect these interview questions. What is symmetric cryptography and what is asymmetric cryptography? What are the cryptography algorithms and the examples and so on. So this is one of the very, very favorite interview question, guys. So tomorrow we can discuss that. So that's all for today, guys. So it will take another 2 days, I think, application security. Do you have any questions?
Sir, I have a question, sir, but it is related to this or not, I don't know.
Yeah, please.
Artificial intelligence nowadays, most of the people are saying that chat GPT, no? So
Yeah.
what it is exactly, sir?
So basically, whenever you are raising a query, so automatically they will use NLP programming language. NLP means natural language programming. So that is one of the programming language they will use. And also backend, they will use computer algorithms. So how this, okay, so chart work window will work. Whenever you are raising a question, so these basically backend, they have their own database. So it will check with the whatever queries they raised backend using programming language of NLP. And also second one is, as I said, computer algorithms. It will check that particular algorithm, what exactly this particular user is asking. It will verify the database and automatically it will give the answer. So that is the basically artificial intelligence. So for this one, it will use a NLP, Python, couple of other programming languages also. It is basically query based. So we can discuss that query based even in SIM tool also. We have to raise a lot of queries. Yeah, as per my knowledge, that one, but maybe in depth, I'm not sure. Let me check and I will come back.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, thank you so much and see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night.